My name is Robert. I am in the restaurant business. I'm a developer for a major pizza brand. I have a couple of cities that I've got to develop, and I live here in the Heights. Mostly I like it because it's lots of restaurants, lots of places to visit. It's a great place. In terms of Mexican food, I like little holes in the wall like Carreta and Andy's down the street. For Italian, there's so many different places. Vietnamese pho, you can go over to Shepherd and Durham and have that. A steak, haven't found a good steak place in this area, but there's plenty close by. So yeah. My dad was in the military, so we picked up and moved every 2 years from the time I was born up until teens. And so we lived 2 years pretty much all over the world, but then settled in Houston after I graduated from A&M. Came to Houston, made a career working as an engineer for Amoco Oil, and then jumping into the restaurant franchise business. Currently live at 1111 Studewood in the Heights, which is about 2 miles, I guess, a stone's throw from White Oak. I found out about it because my assistant actually brought it. I asked for her to find me an office. I actually used it as an office primarily. This was maybe 10 years ago. And then I found out that I really liked being at my office more than my home in Spring. So I made this my home, and now live here. There's just more options for us. You can eat downstairs if you want to. If you don't want to go out, you're lazy, you can stay in and patronize the restaurants that are in the building or travel out. I believe I was the first one to buy an 1111, last one to move in, and that was simply because there were other people that I think had to move in a lot faster. I had another home in Spring, so I was fine to live out there. The process has been seamless, smooth, great ownership. Never had a problem. Love living here. Moving over to White Oak eventually. As soon as that project is finished, we plan to move that, make that our home, and make 1111 probably our office. So we'll just move back and forth between those two properties. It's easy. Mike is easy to deal with. There's never really had any major problems. Locations are fantastic. Dealing with Mike and his team, we're already working on the design of the second project. This first project, when we moved in, we had really tall ceilings. We decided to put a second floor. Everything that I requested, Mike said, no problem, let's do it, let's get it done. He has the same attitude for White Oak, whatever, move this wall, add a staircase here, put a hole there, want a pool up top, whatever we want. Mike figures it out and handles it, so it's great. The location is fantastic because it's very central. Well, a couple of things. Gives real close to the bayou, so if we want to exercise, run, we can go do that. We're probably 2 minutes from every major freeway in Houston. You're 2 minutes, you can jump onto I-10, 59, 45, Hardy, just very centrally located. Most looking forward to having my own pool. I don't like to share with other people sometimes, but that's just me personally. So I'm looking forward to that. It'll be nice. We're customizing it. We, again, the same thing, we had tall ceilings, so we like to utilize the space that's there. And we're gonna put probably a man cave for my 16-year-old son. He likes to play his games and have our big screen TV upstairs. I just like having a second floor. I like having my own pool up top. That's always been a bucket list item, if you will. And so for my son and I to share should be great. Looking forward to it. So my name is Robert Pena. I'm a future resident at White Oak. Looking forward to moving there as soon as possible. Thank you.